Yeah, it's on my it's on my page.
Okay,
So yeah, just go to your mobile and get the link and share it. Yeah.
cool. Just looking at it now. Yeah, I can find it now.
Yeah, here we go. So it looks like we're going to be going live across LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. We're at the Property Business and Property Entrepreneur Podcast. Just waiting for everything to get kicked off across every channel. And yes, this is what it looks like today. So, welcome back for another episode on the Business of Property Entrepreneur Podcast. This time, we're going to get a different viewpoint and a different angle when it comes to being a property entrepreneur. We're always talking about how do we do it from business point of view, but what is it that you need to do to really add value to a property? Well, here's another way of looking at it. In the UK and many other countries, between 7 to 10 years or 7 to 12 years, all property prices, they roughly double. Yeah, but if you want to wait that long, that's fine. But if you want to double or even triple the value of a property, then what you've got to be doing is getting builders who know how to do the work to increase the value. So that's exactly who we have on here today. So thank you very much, Darius, for joining us. Darius from UMS Construction. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you, Mark, for having me. And we always, we always appreciate our relationships. We did help you with a couple of properties as well in the past, and we're looking forward to do more and more with everyone. So I'm free here to answer any of your questions you may have, and help to other guys to understand basically what it's all about.
Yes, absolutely. So this is what I said, everybody. So give us a comment that you're watching it live. Just put hashtag live. If you're watching it on a replay, put hashtag replay. And yeah, we got, by the way, I've got something absolutely so awesome we're going to be giving away. So make sure you stay tuned, hit the share button, and also tag at least 10 people to watch this video, because not only can you get access to something so awesome for free, but also anybody you tag will also have the opportunity as well. I'm talking like the best training that people already paid 25,000 for, people paid 3,000 for it, 5,000 for it, all these different trainings. Let me know if you want it for free. Put the word free in the comments. Yeah, and we'll be doing that. We'll be doing that. Yeah. So, okay, let's get into it, right? Let's get into it. So I want to just go straight into it, Darius. Yeah. I know you've done multi-million pounds worth of projects over the years. You've worked with many real life tribe members as well. And you've been pulling off some amazing projects. In fact, the last project that you did with me, I remember there was basically, I went around to do the snag list, and the only thing I could find was some little bit of paint rubbed off on the door. Yeah. Now, anybody who's in property development, please type in the comments now. What is it normally like when you go around to do snagging? Yeah, do snagging. Let me know in the comments. Yeah. So, like we said at the beginning here, between 7 to 12 years, depending on where you buy in the cycle of property, it takes roughly that long for property prices to double. But if you do it properly and you add value, you do extensions, you do loft conversions, you create multiple units, you take commercial units and turn it into multiple flats or apartments or things like this, then you can double, triple, even quadruple the value of a property very quickly. Sometimes not, depending on the project, right? You can do it in 6 months, you do it in 9 months, 12 months, 18 months, depending on the size of the deal. Yeah. So Darius, tell us from a builder, from the construction point of view, what is it that people should be bringing to you? Because I hear so many times that people try and blame the builders, but they're expecting the builder to make miracles out of nothing, like, because they haven't got any fixed design. They don't really know what they want to do, and they're expecting the builder to just give them a price on something that isn't even decided yet. So if you were to list out, if people were to succeed and set themselves up to win on a construction project, what is it they need to bring to you?
Well, first of all, if we say we're gonna take a job on, and we're gonna discuss with the client, okay, you got a project, it's upcoming, it's fine. I'm gonna ask them first, what do you want? What do you want to achieve? Because some of the clients, they really ask for the budget cost, do everything like low spec, and sometimes it doesn't work because they don't get the return as big as the customers going with a high value project. I mean that they're achieving all the rentals that you don't see in the market. So I think it's crucial to know for the clients themselves what they want from us. As soon as we got the answer, then we know what we're talking about, the numbers as well. It's not a secret where everywhere in the building in industry is three factors. Is a very low budget cost, which is more like for the MERS and other government backed schemes where they put the council housing in it. Then we got normal rate, which some people are quite right with it, and is have a high volume, I call it high value projects, which we're trying to achieve it as much as possible with the minimum cost. Sometimes it's a bit tricky. It's a sort of negotiations with the client, and it's a lot of work to be done in the background. But again, we need to know what clients want, what
Good.
budget they have, what budget we're working with, and then I won't say we'll make a miracles, but sometimes you'll surprise what you can make for the minimal budget what they have, you know what I mean, to achieve the biggest volume, or the premium quality finish.
Yeah, that's good. So let's break this down. So everybody watching, or listening, just type in the comments. What are you actually taking away from this? What, or also questions. Get the questions in there while you can. That's the beauty of that's where we do these podcast lives, which by the way is not going to last forever. Doing them live like we have for the last God knows how many years, over 250 episodes. But you're live. So put hashtag live if you are watching it live. Yeah. So let's break this down. What you're saying is some people, they try and go on the cheap. Yeah, so they go, they go cheap products, cheap, finish and all the rest of it.
Which is sometimes, Mark, sorry to interrupt you. Sometimes it doesn't work because I've got so many clients. They're trying to do as many projects as they can on a cheap rate, but the finished product, it doesn't work what they expected, and they will be like, oh, why getting 100 quid less per month per room on this property, and it's like, yeah, but I did make aware, what I mean, you're going cheap, and it sometimes it doesn't work. It's all right in some areas, maybe it will work, but on a if you're trying to be competitive with other guys, it won't work because you need to still provide a good quality finished product.
Yeah, and here's the thing, because I made these mistakes in the beginning, which is why now I want to train people for free. People want to do it with us in the real life tribe. We want more of, hands-on and get faster results and so on. But like, I remember I did it and it was all about cheap, making the numbers stack up at the start of the project for the refinance and all of this and the construction and money in, money out and all of that. But look, sometimes within the first year, things start going wrong. So you've got to start upgrading stuff. If it's not the first year, with the second, third, fourth, fifth year. So people have got to ask themselves, from my point of view as an entrepreneur, you've got to look at it as like, what's your real goal here? Because if you want to build a sustainable income and make it on autopilot, you've got to have it where you're not always you've just had to fix one of my flat roofs. I mean, this flat roof, it's not even 5 years old, 6 years old. These things are supposed to last 20 years. Yeah.
But if it's done on the cheap, if one of the cobble builders done it, then you have problems straight away and it's leaking through. It
was done on the cheap. Yeah. And I knew. So when you told me it's leaking, and I'm like, I'm not surprised. Because that's what I was doing, back then, making mistakes and all of that stuff, which is why we wanted to bring the value to the people right here so we don't make these mistakes. So how do people find the balance, Darius? Because what we don't want to do is go the other end of the spectrum and spend too much money, versus like what the product, we're not creating a freaking, Buckingham Palace here. So we don't have to have it too high standard. Because then you go too far
low, and you don't want to be too low, is it? So basically, what you need to understand, what quality you're trying to achieve. You don't need to be, like I said, Buckingham Palace, which is fine, but you still want to be somewhere in the middle. So you attract the tenants. So your property going to be attractable. So you get a full tenant in the house. It's all sorted. You don't have to worry. So you have low turnaround on ten, so people will stay in a property. So you need to make it more attractable. But I think one of the key points will be if you speak with the builder, not necessarily me, you know, I mean, we're talking about all the builders. If you talk with it and if you ask them, look, what they need to do, you know, what I mean, to achieve this, and I think, you know, from my point of view, any builder will recommend you the best approach, or who gonna be more attractable for other people, because you know if you was doing these projects, you know, in the past, and you will understand what other clients wanted, and you try to get in your head, you know what I mean, oh yeah, this one could be, maybe this one we need to trick around it. And another good point is always get a project manager. Get a project manager who does a proper layout plans, and you don't have to worry about it, because the project manager, like, it's not a secret, we're kind of working, we're doing quite a lot of projects with Adam Cooper from Freedom Homes, and he what I like about Adam, I don't know, probably other project manager does, but especially Adam, he set up everything so perfect, so he maximizes space and he make more suitable for the clients, for the tenants, and it works wonders. I found out we're achieving more rental by following his plans. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, some things you can do amazing stuff, but the most, I think, from my point of view, for today's live podcast, it will be educate the guys, you know, the investors, what to watch out for, how to find a decent builder who can help you. Not necessarily, you know, we can't build all the UK. Let's put it this way, Mark. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
it will be a bit of it will be a bit of
You did right.
a bit challenge, but we may try to achieve it. You know what I mean? But
there's more than enough to go around. So
yeah.
like, so for anybody out there, Darius, that's looking to like get their first project or their next project on the way, you know, I hear all these stories about, you know, oh, it's blame the builder and all the rest of it. So what is it that people can do at like the interview stage when it comes to choosing a builder? Like, what questions can they be asking a builder? How can they make sure whether they are the, you know, because sometimes people just say, yep, we can do that, yeah, because they want the work, right? You know, because it's new. I've been in construction for many years, over 20 years myself, and it's got to be one of the worst industries for marketing. You know, like they don't know how to market. They don't, you know, so like they take what some companies, not all companies, yeah, but some companies, they just take whatever work comes their way, whether they can deliver it or not, whether they've got the experience or not. So how can people interview the construction, the build team, and so on to make sure that they are the best fit for the job?
I won't say the best. I think they're fit for the job. Maybe we'll suit a bit best, because is no one better. I'm not the best. You know, don't get me wrong. You know, everybody does mistake. Even the teams does a mistake. We try to minimize it. You know, what I mean, we try to sort everything out before even the client sees it. And you know, what I mean, we're not cutting corners. If you know what I mean. I think what a few advices from my point of view for investors or for people looking for a builder will be. Make sure these guys got a company. You know what I mean? You don't want to take self-employed people. Self-employed is not bad. You know what I mean? They can do miracles, but you want somebody a bit bigger, because it's quite big projects. You're talking about at least 6-bedder HMO, and all the way up. We done like 14 bedders, you know, with 2 communal kitchens and cinema rooms. You know what I mean? All that, and you need to have quite a large team, or large team and subcontractors to help you through this. Obviously, if there is a couple of tips from me. If this is a company, you need to make sure and ask for VAT registration number. If it's above the threshold, which it will be over 85k, they will be registered. So they know, you know, they're doing a bit more serious business than the normal self-employed guy. Ask for insurances, public liability, employer's liability, and contractors all risk insurance. Will be what most of the important insurances they need to have, and most of the lenders as well, they're going to be happy for them to have. Make sure to, for example, if your contract sum is like 200k, make sure they all cover under the all contractors holding risk insurance, so you don't have any troubles in the future. Then you can check any trade associations if they register within the trades. It could be self-contractor or Trustmark or and anything. Not necessary, but it's good to have them. It means that they pass all the health and safety checks and they are accredited for it. Financial stability, check, do credit checks. Some companies like Credit Safe and other financial institutions, you can run credit check for about 10 quid for each company, and to see basically are they right? Are they actually running the company? Are their accounts up to date? So they know they have things in order. So it's not like a mess everywhere around. You know what I mean? They don't have any like CCJs and everything. You know what I mean? So you need to be quite cautious before you're vetting any contractor or any builder. So that's like kind of homework you have to do before you even talk with them, you know, in the next stages. And obviously, what experience they have, what portfolio they have, and pictures to see any projects and visit any projects, you know, ongoing or past projects. Because any builder, if they've done a good job, they will have very good contact, very good, you know, contact with the like landlord or another investor who are more likely to show around. You know what I mean? The job, and they're going to be proud of it if you've done a good work. So it's quite crucial. Same with the contract. Make sure everything stacks up. They got proper payment schedule. You know, they don't ask for a lot deposit, like between 5 and 10% is quite normal. But if they go like to a bigger range, like 20 plus whatever, so you know straight away is the issue. And make sure they leave a retention on it. You know, I mean that is quite important. Anything between 5 and 10%. And what warranty they provide? Aftercare. You know, mate, is I think is norm standard. We always provide up to 6 months, you know, warranty. If just in case there's problems, we'll always come back to sort it out. And just visit sites, have a look at it, and the previous sites, are they still or which site is working, what the standards they have. You know, is the site clean? Are the guys wearing high vis? You know, how they talking with the clients? You know, you know, like you're like a client attending on it. You can ask guys the questions like, "How are you doing, guys?" and all that. Have a little communication, and that will show straight away. You know, what I mean, if they're right or they're not. If you know what I mean. It's a bit
Yeah.
tricky, but you have to do your own diligence, is it? You have to do a little research before you take that bullet on. You
Good,
have
good,
to
good.
do.
And so I hope people are listening here. I hope people are writing this stuff down, creating their own little checklist. Yeah, I mean, we've got checklists inside our communities. Make sure you go ahead and join that community. The link is in the podcast here across all the different channels. Now, so you said, you know, check the VAT registered. Look, if you're not doing projects of over 85K, you know, don't expect them to go and be able to add any tremendous amounts of value. That's the first thing. Second thing you said was about, you know, and I know a lot of people won't do this, Darius, is actually do like a credit check on them. Now, look, let's combine that with what else you said about the whole giving a deposit, or even not even just a deposit, even any payment throughout the project. I see a lot of people, they use the Christmas tree effect. Most of the money is being given.
Up front.
With very little money left to give, but then there's more project left to deliver than there is money to give.
Yeah, you just remind me, Mark. Sorry to stop you. You just remind me when we jump in. I think 2 projects now, where builder take like nearly, I think 40% of money, and they got like 10% of work done. You know what I mean? So we have to come in, you know, to finish off. That was quite shocking. I'm just gonna jump in a bit of front about insurance, because I just remember one thing we'll have to experience with the client. Unfortunately, we had the roofer. We had the roofer doing works on one of the properties. I'm not gonna mention where it is, because client will know. Funny enough. But what we found out, because there was a lot of leaks going through the property, and we have to sort out them leaks, damages, anything done after. And what we found out, you won't believe it, he did submit, because we were vetting all the subcontractors as well. Before that, they always hand us public liability insurance and all the insurance that they got and everything. And I don't know where it was missed. We never called the insurance company to check his insurance, if it's valid or not. So when we was trying to make a claim, we just found out that he faked his insurance document. So that insurance wasn't valid at all. We obviously end up going to the police and fraud teams and everything through, even the insurance guys. They approached the police. I feel sorry for the guy, but you know he done he didn't help himself, and he's off the site, and that's it. I think he'd been arrested at the end. You know what I mean? That's big fraud, and it is jail time, you know, to be fair. But even if they provide the insurance, one advice will be ring them insurance company, because you got policy number. If what you need to ask, what we found out from insurance company, you just need to ask if they have a valid insurance. By providing the insurance policy number, they will tell you straight away if it's valid, if it's in place. That's it. Then you know you are safe.
Yeah. Comes back to the whole thing,
Sorry,
you know.
it
No,
was a bit, but I thought I will share experience, because there's a lot of guys, just, you know, doing a lot of fake paperwork, because, well, let's put it this way, it costs about probably 800 quid, maybe a grand for a year to get insurance. Come on, if you're doing
yeah.
all that work, you know, I mean, it's not a lot of money.
Yeah, so here's the thing, you know, like we have this principle that we, you know, follow. It's how you do anything, it's how you do everything. So if you start spotting these things, that's a red flag. Yeah, we've got a question in the comments here. You know, it's quite a cool question, but it could be very vast. So Rebecca, if you've got any specific, you know, situation here, let us know. But can any builder work on a commercial, buy, refurbish, refinance? I mean, obviously the straight up answer is no. You know, not just any builder can do this, but also it comes down to what is it? You know, like there are different scales of buy, refurbish, and refinance. You know, I've worked on you know, even right now, because it ain't even always buy. You know, sometimes, I mean, you just worked on one of my projects where there was no buy. It was, you know, we needed a refurbish, you know,
Yeah.
refinance it or sell it now, or and so on. You know, it's all about just keep adding value. But what would you say to that? Like, how would you distinguish? Because you mentioned there's no best, but like, how can we make sure they're fit for purpose for like a full-on back to brick, maybe an extension, a lot of structural works versus, well, actually, we're just decorating it mostly, and there's just a little bits here and there to be done. You know, how can you make sure that you're getting the right builder for the right job?
Well, the thing is, I think first of all, it's down to the client. You need to know what he's trying to achieve. If we're talking about like 6-bed conversion, you normally will have architect plans, everything set in a place. So you just, builder should just follow the plans and all the structural stuff. But if you're only doing like just a light refurb, like you mentioned it, okay, we've got 5 or 6 better. We just want to, you know, re-blast it, make sure it's up to the standards. Builders should be able to tell you, you know, what they need. You're not trying to, if you already got 6 better, you're not going to try to make another 6 better, is it? Let's put it this way. You're not going to try to put a loft and extension, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, if Rebecca, you got any further questions like that, do let us know. Yeah. So obviously, before we wrap this up, because we got our private community to go to soon, so we're gonna wrap this in the next 5 minutes. Like, what like if you was to say like, look, this is just what you got to do to get the wheels in motion, to get started. Like if someone was to come to you, whether new investor or someone who's done a job before but wanted to bring it, what would you say the top, you know, 3, 5, 6 things they need to have in place to give you as the contractor, you know, like basically set you up to win and be able to give you the price so the project can move forward? What must be in place, or what is great to have in place so we're not just, you know, willy-nilly pricing stuff that doesn't exist yet and so on?
Yeah, so the first one, I think Mark, you will agree with me, will be you need to know the properties and where you're buying it. And obviously to have as much information as possible about the property, because that will help you to kind of have a look at it, what state it is. Also, the pictures and videos will help a lot. If we're not allowed to visit property, if only client went to there and have a look at it, and I think gather as much information as possible. Then any plans, even if it's handwritten plans, where you're trying to achieve it, then will help us with the costing, what you're trying to achieve, what quality you want to get it. Because you can go low budget, you can go premium, you know, most stuff. And what you're trying to do, will it be extension, will it be like dormer, it's gonna be L-shaped dormer. We need to know all these details, and we need to know your numbers, what numbers you're working with, because it's not recently, probably about 6 months ago, some of the investors, and between me and investors, we come with their idea. We try to work with the numbers. So basically, simple. I try to simplify as much as possible. So they are telling us, obviously, the older deal. What build cost should be. What they talk through with the financial broker, and one guy actually come to me and was like, "Look, there's a deal. Like it's a 6 bed, blah blah. We got for build cost, we got 190K. What I mean? Can you make it work?" And he's running through numbers, square meters, whatever it is. I was like, "Yeah, we can make it work for 185. So I will save you £5 grand. What I mean? Are you happy?" And we're like, "Yeah, that'll do me. Yeah, you got a deal." What I mean? When somebody come across to us with the numbers, what they're working with the financial broker, it's more easy. Then we are like an open book, or especially us. I can tell straight away if that will work or not. What I mean? If we can make for that sort of money, that's fine. And it helps investors themselves as well to work out the numbers, because if we're gonna price it, we'll work out on a kind of cost what we have in mind, which is normally it's about, let's say, 45K for the dormer. Extension gonna be 1.5K for a square meter, and the rooms could be anything between 20 and 25K per room. What I mean? But sometimes, what I mean, if you see, if you look at an investor's point of view, he only have that low budget. He's trying to work on it, so he don't leaves a lot of money in a deal. But I don't expect anyone to work on the all money out. What I mean? Fine, if numbers works and you take all the money out, it's brilliant. It's a brilliant deal for everyone. He's happy. You're going to use it for, like, we'll have some customers working with for 4 years. What I mean? They was like, "Yeah, that's okay. We've got 20, 30 grand left in the deal. I'm happy all the way, all in. What I mean? Just carry on." So we got some guys, we're working alongside, but some of the guys going to be very strict. So then we're going to start to work out on the budget. Okay, may reduce, not reduce, we change the colors of the sockets we're going to use. Instead of chrome, we may go white. That will save a couple of grand, along the way. And they will be like, "Well, yeah, my number stacks up and I'm only leaving like 20K in a deal. I'm happy with it." So it's all come to work together with the investor and try to help them, because you understand that they're trying to make money, but you're trying to make money as well. What I mean? So it's finding that balance, I think, is quite important. So we always open negotiations. It's not necessarily like this is our cost. What I mean? We're trying to see both sides of it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely what is required. So I think Rebecca's just expanded. Yes, we're in commercial offices to commercial HMO. Yeah, you definitely need someone who has already got experience, Rebecca, in that area. And if you're going to be setting up like to source deals long term, then it would be worth partnering with a builder that you can also package to say, "Hey, this builder can deliver that project as well." Because obviously you're going to need a builder to get in there to confirm the numbers to be able to sell it on. And what you don't want to be doing is then having a builder do all the pricing but never gets the job, because whoever you sell the deal to, they just get their own builders. So that is something that you've got to take into consideration. But hey, awesome. Thank you for coming on the show, Darius. Now listen, anybody who wants access to people like Darius, who are in the game with the business and property entrepreneurs, they're understanding the way people are trained and how to do it properly, because there's a lot of, cowboys out there, then get joining that group, the free business and property entrepreneur group. We want to teach you, coach you, mentor you for free. Why would we do that? I'll tell you why we do that, because we are just community based. We just want more awesome people in our community who are doing it right. And my end game is the ultimate environment to work, rest and play, which is a real life resort. So I want, maybe you come and pay us 150 quid a month to be a member for that. Gym, spa, wellness, co-working, all of that good stuff. Yeah, maybe you even become one of our partners. Maybe you're a franchisee. Like, that's our end game. That's our end game. So that's why we teach people for free. And we're going to be giving away so much free training that is insane. You know, we're going to make more multi-millionaires through property than ever before. I hear all of these things about people can't do it. It's not good. It's, you know, it's not easy and all the rest of it. It's because they ain't got the right training and they've not got the right mindset. So get yourself in that group, spread that group around as well. You can invite as many people as you want. It's free to come in. Once you're in, yes, there's rules because we want people to, you know, operate at a high standard. So there's no messing around or negativity or anything like that. It's all about solution and working with world-class people. Yeah. So Darius, thank you so much for coming on Add Value. I'm excited. We're going to go into our private business Monday session with the rest of the real life tribe now. So for everybody else who's been listening and watching, thank you very much. Get yourself in that group and in that community. Until next time, do the right thing for the right reason, because it's the only way you discover your true potential.
See you later.